Hi guys, it's me, Haley. So I'm back with you for a review. I know I do mostly eyeshadow looks, which I will upload this one. I know it's weird doing different colored eyeshadows, but whatever. It's the holidays. I feel in the holiday spirit. But I'm digging this green eye like so much more than this red. I don't know, I feel like it goes better with my eye look. But before I get distracted, let's get back to the real purpose of this video. So this video is to review this Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. My packaging is all messed up, but it's okay. It serves the same purpose. But so this was the first like high-end foundation that I ever bought myself, and I loved it for the first half. Let me break it down for you. So the first half of this foundation, it applies great, it's smooth, it's the right color. It's just all around one of my favorite foundations because it is high coverage. Like, you could not get more full coverage than this if you tried. I mean, it's amazing, and it's one swipe around the face and bam, you're fully covered. You don't need anything else. You might conceal around your under eyes, but honestly, if you dab with the little beauty blender right in the corners, you really don't need it, or at least I didn't need it, and I don't have like tremendous bags, but it is a very full coverage foundation for the first half. So when I got to the second half of this foundation, I found a ton of problems with it. So the second half, it like almost immediately when I got halfway through, it wasn't quite my color anymore, and I don't know what happened there. It was definitely not expired, so that's something you guys can't say. It was not expired. It was fine. It was in its ability to work properly, or not expired, I don't know. It wasn't expired. So it worked fine for the first half, and the second half it did change colors, and it didn't smell funny, but it wasn't blending out right. I used to use like the stiffling brush, this Real Techniques stiffling brush. I would use it all the time. As soon as I got it, I would stiffle it on. And sometimes I would use a beauty blender, but for me personally, I enjoyed the stiffling brush much more with this foundation. And some foundations, I do go back and forth. So I used a stiffling brush. It just did not want to blend out whatsoever. It got cakey really fast. So whereas this used to be like smooth and it would go on top of my top of my skin beautifully, it stopped doing that, and it just did not work as well. And I tried to film this video with me putting it on. This is not the foundation I have on now. I have Smashbox on right now. But I tried to do a video of it, and it doesn't show up on camera as well as it does in person. But in person, you could tell, like, used to, it was so well matched my skin tone that I could like come to here or like lightly blend it out, you know, not do very harsh lines, but lightly blend it on my neck and it would be fine. Not a ton of foundation on my neck, but just like blend it down a little bit and I would be good to go, and you couldn't tell or anything like that. But it oxidized and it got patchy and it got very drying. I don't know how to explain what went wrong with this foundation, because exactly halfway through, and I went to Ulta to like see what other people's reaction were, because I've seen a lot of reviews on this foundation and they're like, I love it, and I loved it for a very long time. So I went to Ulta and I was like, hey, have you ever had complaints of this? They're like, oh yeah, everybody complains that the second half of the bottle, or once you get to the bottom, it changes completely. It's like a completely different foundation. It's like, ha, would have liked to know that. So I bought mine at the Estee Lauder like counter, like at Bells. And of course their Estee Lauder consultants, and they don't want to tell you, like, hey, you're only getting half a bottle out of this $45 foundation. I mean, I personally will spend it on foundation. This is like $30-something. I'm not shy to spend good money on makeup. But you're telling me I get, hold on a second, how many ounces are in this thing? So it's 1 fluid ounce. I only get half an ounce for $45? That's ridiculous. No, no bueno. And like, that's ridiculous. You only get half an ounce for $45. And so I made this video to tell you guys I've been meaning to make this video for so long. Like, I've had it on my makeup desk, like, if you could see the destruction that is this area of mine. But I've had it on my makeup desk, like, sitting in the corner, and it's like, review it. Tell them what you think, because I used to rave about this foundation. It was like my favorite thing to put on my face. Like, my mom would use it, even though it's not her skin tone. My mom would use it. Like, everybody like loved this foundation when I first got it, and they loved it on me until, yeah, just couldn't stop. So first half of this foundation is amazing, great. Couldn't rave about this more, but beware. The second half of this foundation sucks balls. Can I say that on YouTube? Will I be demonetized? Whatever, it sucks. So, just letting you guys know how I feel. I feel like this is a bit of a rant. It might be. But who cares? So let me guys know what you think of this foundation. Let me know what you think of my makeup look. I know I look weird with 2 different eyes, but who cares? And just let me know in the comment section down below. I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.